All right, guys. Hey, welcome back to the semifinals of the Maryland Star City Games Standard State Championships here at Titan Games and Hobbies in Lutherville, Maryland. I'm Zach Gallegos.
And I'm Matt Butler.
And we're going to bring you a pretty stacked match.
Yeah, this is going to be a good one.
This is a good one. We've got Josh Currie versus Joel Sadowsky. We'll go ahead and get into that. So, we've seen these guys on camera a lot today, actually. I mean, sort of over the course of the day. Joel started us off really strong with a great match. We saw him again. And we saw Josh fight his way into the top 8, actually, over a Tarka Red. So we have Green-White Megamorph on the left versus Jeskai, Dark Jeskai on the right.
Sure.
Two very good players, easily two of the best players in the state of Maryland, right? For guys who aren't currently on the Pro Tour or something like that, right?
Sure.
But this should be a good match. I'm really not sure what to expect here. I don't know. I don't know what this comes down to. Well, part of me says like both. I've played both these players, and I've certainly beaten Joel a lot less than I've beaten Josh.
Okay.
Put it down. Like, I have my win percentage against Josh is a lot better than it is versus Joel, and that's no surprise, right? But that doesn't mean that Josh can't pull this out, you know?
Right.
I'm not sure how these decks match up. I think that it's going to be tempo dependent, right? If we see Joel pull the turn 1 Warden of the first tree like every time into like turn 2 Hangerback or whatever he's been doing, if he sets that tempo early, it could be bad. On the flip side, 4 Mantis Riders, 3 Soulfire Grandmasters for Josh in the main deck. Those are good responses.
Well, and your boy Jace coming out can always change a game. Always change a game. So
always. So let's see what these guys are doing. It looks like Josh is taking a mulligan.
You know, it's going to be the Dark Jeskai list. I really enjoy. I really enjoy watching it. I think it's one of the more fun ones to look at, especially on stream, because we get such a privileged position when we're looking on stream. You kind of get to see almost all the moves that the players are making, what they're considering, all that stuff. It looks like we have our new Vancouver Scry rule in effect, and he's keeping it on top, which is...
It's a good sign for him. If I'm Joel, I'm less happy about that. It was a Crackling Doom, so that's cool. So it looks like 2 copies of Jason hand here for Josh.
We got a Delta, got a Meyer.
And Strand into Delta. Strand on the left, Delta on the right. Hangerback Walker on 1. Response, fetch. Now see, I like this. This is Josh, you know, we've seen so many players today. I've harped on it a lot, I know, and I apologize. But so many players today have been just like fetching in their opponent's turn whenever because they don't have gas, they don't have any action. Josh is an avid Modern player, an avid Legacy player. Right. He understands the power of a fetch land out there, right? It demonstrates like it's so many options, things that your opponent has to play around. Guys who play at a caliber that Joel plays at absolutely take into account all of the possibilities that a fetch offers their opponent, you know. So Josh not discounting the power that represents, right? That's a big misplay for Joel. I wonder if Josh saw that. So Joel plays the Nissa out and drops the...
Yeah, that was a mistake.
Drops that Den Protector, right? So Joel showing a little more than he wanted to there, for sure.
Yeah, Josh now has a little bit more information.
Maybe he wants to slow down a little. I don't know how relevant it's going to be to Josh's decision-making process, but at the end of the day, every piece of information is super valuable, right? And there's only 4 players left, right? These guys are top 4 states. It's on the line, you know? These guys want to get it done. These guys want to be state champions. And they've certainly put in the work, right? I mean, we're headed into the 9th hour of Magic for these guys.
And these guys have been really dedicated to getting there. You know?
Absolutely.
They obviously have been putting a lot of this into them. So.
Yep. So, and that's correct, guys. Joel won the WMCQ in Philadelphia at Eternal Weekend over Andrew Boswell to represent Team USA at the World Magic Cup. Super proud of him. Baltimore guy, Maryland kid. Love it. Love to see it. So, gonna go stick it to him in the Worlds. And yeah, some SCG top 8s. This guy, Rogue, big fanboy over here from Mass. I like it. It's a wicked party down here, kid. You should come join us sometime.
All right,
Getting in with both.
In.
Yeah, I mean, Jace isn't going to trade effectively with anything, so why not? And then Gideon makes a bro. I have not seen a single Gideon emblem today on stream. Not a single one. I think that's interesting, don't you? Like, not to say that it's not relevant, but...
Yeah.
Nice. Did not know that. Well, hey, man, welcome to stream. We apologize for our well below your level of we production value.
We try to keep the production value as little SCG-like as possible. So
yeah, super unprofessional. So yeah, not about that. I'm not about that. I'm not about that caster life, right? Weekend in, weekend out. That Cedric life, if you will.
Yeah, exactly.
Not about that Cedric life.
So yeah, board state. Joel is way ahead. Josh has Josh missed a land drop? No, he hasn't missed one yet.
He's been on.
But I think this might be the one.
He's on the draw, so it does look like he's gonna miss this one. Well, he could loot into it.
He could. He did. He gets the Delta, and it looks like he's considering dumping the Jace, the second Jace.
The second Jace seems reasonable to dump here, especially since he can absolutely bring it back on Oversized Command later. Listen, it's not Watsy's fault that they can't match. It's Rich Hagen's fault. I'll put it out there. Fine human being. Hate listening to him speak. Maybe it's because I don't know. Maybe it's my deep-rooted bias against England.
That's true. You do have a deep-rooted bias against England.
Listen, I had family fight in the Revolutionary War. I feel it in my bones.
That's true.
It's that accent.
In your bones.
It gets to me. That Rich Hagen-ness. So, hey, I'm sure he's a fine human being. Like I said, I'm sure he's a great guy. I just don't like listening to him.
I mean, liking people.
Right.
And, a perfectly fine person.
Yeah. Listen, my boss at work is a fine human being. She's terrible at being my boss.
Yeah, we have fun here, so,
So, untaps. Josh, still really lacking board presence, though. I mean, it's...
Yeah, and now we're able to swing in with
Gideon's
everything.
Gideon's going to get in,
Like, what's the...
Yeah, what's the recourse?
What could we have an out for?
Well, he has a Crackling Doom. And Joel's playing around that very well, right? Joel's not... Joel's saying, hey, I don't want you to kill my Gideon. That was a really, really good play by Joel.
Yeah. Well, and he can keep making blockers, and, next turn...
Frankly, I don't care if my boss is listening to this. I'd tell her that to her face. I may have this week. She's a nice lady. I love her. She's great.
Well, you will be able to see Modern.
Tomorrow.
Titan Games and Hobbies is doing the Modern State Championships tomorrow.
Yep.
Check us out tomorrow. Cute Markakino will be back, not ugly Markakino me.
Yep.
And he is a fabulous caster, as well as our own Zach Gallegos. So.
Yeah, I'm here for both days. They got me. So I just like hanging out with you guys. So Joel has just been playing very, very, very...
it is not tomorrow yet.
Yeah, very astutely, right? Avoiding... Yeah. Me, personally, I would have totally activated Gideon there.
Yeah, and
I got blown out.
Yep.
Yeah. So Joel's showing why he's one of the best in the country. Maybe the world will find out when he goes to represent the United States at the World Magic Cup. Crackling Doom coming down here. Looks like taking out the Nissa? Unless... No. Joel with a very, very, again, super... Yeah, when are Legacy States? You tell me, SCG. Legacy States, I'm in it, dude. Legacy States, oh my god, I take off work. I tell my wife, sorry, I'm not coming home. Enjoy the kid. Legacy States, and I'm in it. In it, to my neck in it. But no, still no Legacy States. I'm serious, guys. You don't understand. The Legacy scene here in Baltimore might be one of the most active Legacy scenes in the country. Like, absolutely no doubt about it. There is a higher number of tabernacles in the Baltimore, like, metropolitan area than maybe anywhere in the world. It's disgusting. Yeah, you go back. You go tell Pete, man. Bring it on, dude. Legacy States. We're game here in Baltimore, bro.
Yeah, and there's the scoop. Josh just knew it was inevitable. He didn't have enough action to get out of that, and that happens sometimes.
Yeah, I think that what the story of this is Joel played so well around all of the cards that Josh has been counting on all day, right, to save him from this.
Yeah.
So
looking at Josh's sideboard, we've got Kolaghan, Dragon Lord Kolaghan, 2 negates, a Twin Bolt, a mastery of the unseen, 1 utter end, an Arishan cleric, 2 Arishan clerics, 3 radiant flames, and 4. Wow, that is disdainful strokes. Yeah. So,
Josh, we have the deck box.
The monolith
deck
box.
Danny, killing us, Danny, with the deck boxes. All right. So back to our ugly faces.
Yeah, back to us, the least interesting part of this.
Absolutely.
Well, first off, we want to make sure, if you've just joined the stream, that you know tomorrow we will be streaming Modern on Twitch TV /Titan Games and Hobbies.
Yeah.
We would also like to make sure that you check out our content on TitanGamesandHobbies.com.
Yeah, some great blogs on everything, right? We've got Magic blogs, if that's your thing. We've been doing some miniature stuff, X-Wing, anything you think of. I mean, this place specializes in gaming, right? Any kind of tabletop game, you name it, they've got it. Great scene for it here in Lutherville, Maryland. Come check us out.
And if you're ever in Baltimore, come stop by because it's a great time, great place. Great people, everything.
Absolutely. The other thing we want everybody to know is even if you don't have a Modern deck, please come in tomorrow. We're going to be firing side events, specifically Modern Masters drafts. The store has been sitting on some sealed boxes for a little while, right? Like Mother Hen on their eggs. Try to give a unique experience to anybody who wants to come up here. You can watch some fantastic Magic from people who are playing in Modern States, and then you yourself can feel some of the power of Modern cards in a limited format, and one that you might not be able to play.
And one of the best. One of the best limited formats. Tons of fun. Yeah. Crazy stuff happens. You can really find some really interesting interactions in it.
Both players going to 6 cards, we're being told. So, cool. All right, well.
Yeah.
Let's see how this turns out.
So how do you feel about the new scry rule or the new mulligan rule? Because for you it makes a bigger difference than for me. When you're playing limited, it doesn't. It makes a little difference, but it's not a huge one.
I would say in limited, it's probably more relevant than in legacy. Like as a legacy player, I've noticed that when I'm on the play, I feel like it almost makes my mulligans worse. And the reason I say that is because more often than not in legacy, you're keeping fetch land hands. I mean, you're running 10, 11 fetches, right? So you're fetching for your duels and doing all this stuff. Well, if I'm on the play, and I've got a handful of fetches, which after you mull is actually really what you want to see, it's irrelevant what I scry, right? If I have a turn 1 play, or if I play Esper Stoneblade right now, so if I'm, wow, what are we doing? Are we both going to 5 here?
No, he just...
No, just 6s.
This was cutting,
all right. No, so if I play a turn 1 fetch and I leave it up, maybe I'm leaving up a Swords, maybe I'm leaving up a Spell Pierce, and so if I have to fetch away the card that I like on top, then it's bad. But if I scry to the bottom, it's irrelevant.
So it looks like we got a Forge, a Flooded Strand, a Treasure Cruise, a Crackling Doom, and something else on Josh's side. A couple other cards that I didn't see.
So they're keeping, Josh is keeping, and Joel's keeping, and he's keeping it on top. That if I'm Josh on the play, I don't like that. Like, I don't like having to scry mine to the bottom and then knowing that he likes his, right? He gets to set up his draw step, and Crackling Doom is, oh no, I'm sorry, Prairie Stream is the draw. So I'm happy about that. Josh lucked out there. And Joel fetching up what he wants. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be... I wonder what the start of this is going to be. I also really do wonder what Josh took out, because there's got to be some.
What do you
some
do to
big
adjust for
changes
that,
with Josh?
right? Crackling Doom is really good, but I mean, when your opponent plays around it, and that's kind of the downside of edict effects, right? Is
Right.
They are conditional, but at certain times they can be amazing, right? And they target certain creatures very well.
And that is a Den Protector played
Unmorphed.
straight out.
Straight up Den Protector.
So
Den Protector
is he gambling that you don't have any
removal?
Not that you don't have any removal, that you might not have any
the roar.
creatures on the other side. So I want to get in beats, right? I want to make you use stuff.
Here's a question for you. I haven't seen Joel's hand. Is it that he wants to set up? Did he want to draw the removal spell out so that he could set up?
Yeah, I think that's something. That's probably
what is it exactly that he's thinking he's going to set up here, right? Like Den Protector, I don't know. Den Protector straight up is less valuable than Den Protector down. Oh, that's what it is.
The Gideon.
He wanted to draw something out for Gideon.
So, one of the things in Josh's sideboard that might have been pretty awesome to bring in would be the Other End, just to take out big threats like that.
Other End absolutely
Other
comes
End
in here.
is ridiculously cool.
Other End is probably better than Fiery Impulse for him here, right? Like you probably absolutely take out Fiery Impulse in favor of the Other End.
Just because everything's so big in that deck.
Well, it's Gideon that's doing you in, right? I mean, Gideon is like the new Xenagos, right? He's just like producing 2/2 tokens for nothing, right? And then the upside is he comes in and he just like beats you with a 5/5 that doesn't trade for something either. It's indestructible. So
yeah. So we don't have mana for double Crackling Doom, which would be hysterical. But we're very close to it.
And even here
comes the swing. Make another token.
Yeah, why not? Just keep the pressure on, right?
Keep the pressure
that's what
on.
we're doing. Leaning on Josh until it's something that he doesn't want to deal with anymore. Wow, plays the Death Mist Raptor out, makes a token. It's not looking good. I gotta say, the lack of white sweepers, like Planner Outbursts today, has been really astonishing. Well, End Hostilities is it's legal still, right?
Still legal. Yep.
Yeah, no End Hostilities.
Yep.
Very, very, very,
it's weird because it seems like
Planner Outburst is definitely better than End Hostilities because it has the ability to awaken. So when you draw it in the late game,
except in this case where you've got Death Mists on the other side, exiling can make a bigger difference than necessarily.
I don't know. Because
the casting
cost is the same, right? So
casting cost is exactly the same, but exiling can make a big difference for Den Protectors, and right there in front of me. But
wow, whoa, got that Crackling Doom off. It looks like.
Yeah.
Yep. So Joel fell into the trap we discussed before. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know which is better, but I definitely think that the lack of white sweepers today has been noticeable, right?
Yeah, for sure.
And I don't know if it's because they just run so much spot removal, but I can't help but think that a white sweeper would be really big for these decks right now.
Yeah, well, I was brewing another enchantments deck because I love Sigil and I love Starfield.
Because you're degenerate.
And I was saying there's a bunch of white sweepers that aren't being played. And if you've just got enchantments out there, white sweepers are just a blowout. Because as they slowly build their board, you can use it as targeted removal, or you can use it as big removal across the board.
Yeah, absolutely. I think too.
And Planar Outburst.
Well, when you talk about these like big teamer decks that we've seen today too, I mean, you need a way to deal with a couple of dragons sometimes. Yeah. Like if you get far enough behind, and I'm not advocating play 2-3 copies, but maybe just one.
Yeah.
And when you're digging through time to find it, it's a big deal.
And if you go Bant or something like that, you can actually have the toolkit of sweepers with the new Convoke, or the new All the Colors card. I forget what it's called. Bring to Light.
Yeah.
You could even do that if you wanted to.
You want to do that in a mid-range show, though. We haven't. I have to say, these Dark Jeskai decks are kind of the mid-range decks
Sure.
of the format right now. With their creature packages, we've seen Tassigers, we've seen main deck. They're running the Mantis Riders, the Soulfire Grandmasters, but also all that removal. I don't know. I definitely think that maybe 1 out of 75.
Yeah, for sure.
Doesn't seem too bad, Although, Josh, we've talked about it all day, running these treasure cruises and not running day through time. And I can't help but wonder how many times he's drawn stuff and wished it was something else today.
Yeah, except Treasure Cruise is so powerful. It is so powerful also. I'm not saying Dig Through Time isn't, but Treasure Cruise just has that ability to...
Here's the difference, right? The main difference is that the 2 blue casting costs can be a problem.
Right.
But look at Josh's board state. I mean, he's got 6 lands out. What's 2 blue to a guy who gets to choose the best 2 cards to 7 right now, as opposed to just drawing straight 3, right?
Right, but he drew into another Treasure Cruise, which means that these 6 lands out here is pretty...
It's good, but it's not
good.
It's not ancestral anymore,
That's true.
Whereas, I don't know, something about drawing a new hand and keeping the 2 best cards from it for that situation.
No, I agree with you. I think it's pretty ridiculous.
Not to mention Treasure Cruise's sorcery speed.
And there's the rock with the token, which is...
Yeah. So it looks like Josh Everly got game 1 of the other match in the semifinals. So we might be seeing a Josh Everly versus Joel Sadowsky finals.
That could be, yeah.
I mean...
Well, and Nissa is 1 land away from flipping, I believe.
And then making a 4/4.
Yeah, making a 4/4 and crushing some face.
Yeah, so Josh is holding Radiant Flames and probably feeling pretty bad about it right now. Again, you have to wonder. Planar Outbursts. You have to wonder. And hostilities. Like, at what point is it just better than that 3rd copy of Radiant Flames?
Sorry, we're a little bit behind on life totals.
Having our heated discussion here about board wipes.
Yeah, board wipes. We need more board wipes.
There's the Radiant Flames, and I mean he's going to take out the Nissa. It won't flip. He'll take out the token, but he's still got the rocks, the murder, as we were calling it.
And then the twin.
Okay, but it's still it's a 2 for 2.
Yeah,
it's a 2 for 2. He evens out. Okay, twin bolt. I'd feel a lot better about a 1 for 2 there. And a Gideon. And
a dude.
I'm really surprised he didn't get in for 5 there while the guards were down.
Yeah.
I'm real surprised about that, while there was no Crackling Doom available. Although I guess being at 6 and being at 1, not really that different right now for Joel.
Yeah, well, Gideon doesn't get hexproof when he turns into a dude, right? So
no, but he was tapped out.
Yeah, but I'm just saying now Command is live on it too. To bounce it, right? You can bounce with Command. No, that's not right.
No.
Command.
You're thinking of Cryptic from our earlier. Yeah, it'll counter a creature spell, but it won't.
And the cruise.
Again, what if he could pick the best 2 cards? Sorry, I should stop harping on these things. It's just not that he got bad ones.
No, he didn't.
I mean,
Doom, Jace,
Doom and a land. 2 Ojutai's commands in hand. He's passing and leaving Ojutai's command up.
Yeah.
Interesting.
But he'll have to go to 5 for it.
Well, that's just it. So here's the thing.
5 isn't bad.
If Joel had swung with the guards down there, he'd have Josh at 4.
Right.
Or I'm sorry, at 5. Josh could not fetch. He could not have played that card, and he could not be in this position right now. So I don't know. But Joel is a significantly better player than I am. So he's doing it for a reason, and I'm sure it's a good one.
The Knight token's a 2/2, right?
It is. Yep. Okay.
Make another Knight token. We are untapped.
Yeah. I'm wondering if Joel's goal here is to get in with an emblem, right? Is he going to make my day and have the first emblem of the night for me, Crackling Doom? That's a Doom out of hand. There's still another one in there and 2 Ojutai's commands.
And a...
now he can't emblem.
Yep.
Oh, but Looks like Josh is going to 3. Again, he swings there. Josh is at 1. None of these plays are viable. I don't know. Big fan of Get 'em Dead.
Well, and that's one of those cool balances in Magic is what are you playing for? What's the moment where you take that line versus another line and how that echoes
It
out.
looks like Joel doesn't have cards in hand either. I just think...
he's got 2.
Oh, okay, they're on the... Yeah, I couldn't see him in the shadow.
He's got 2. He's not hellbent yet.
3. He's got 3. And one's a wingmate rock. So that's his plan, is he wants to overload the board.
Right. But we now have...
Is he going to Doom again? He's going to Crackling Doom again and kill the Gideon while he's wiping the board essentially again. Well, so what I'm talking about Rogue earlier from when he could have swung, Josh was tapped out. Joel had just played the Gideon and plus him swing, right? So
and
nope,
the saucy
and
negate.
So a 2 for 1. It's a 1 for 1 there on 2 cards. And the Jace comes out.
All right. Does this stabilize enough?
Oh, is that a Mastery of the Unseen?
Oh, and there's the Silk Wrap and the Mastery of the Unseen.
Things are about to get bad. Things are about to get real bad for Josh. Yeah, these Dooms are out of control. Crackling Doom is insane right now. Yeah.
Command.
It's probably gaining 4, drawing a card. Yeah.
He just drew a negate off the top.
Fetch. 17. Well, I mean, Crackling Doom is great, but when you can run 8 Crackling Dooms, bro, Jace gets a lot better, right? You know? Yeah, so the comment was, Crackling Doom is so good, and everyone talks about Jace. But yeah, because he's basically like state-based snapcasters all day. So if 4 Crackling Dooms were good, why not 8? Or 16, you know? Like, it's disgusting. I think the main card that Jace, at least in Legacy, has made better is Council's Judgment. Council's Judgment got so much better with Jace Vryn's Prodigy because before you snapcast your Council's Judgment, it's 5 mana and you're like tapped out. That's like insane in Legacy. But if I'm just paying 3 again and just minusing this state-based snapcaster, it got so gross. You know.
I hate how Joel picks up his lands to untap them. It drives me nuts. Because I'm like, is he scooping? No? Okay, no. He's just...
Why are you scooping at 17?
Oh, wait. Hold on. Flashback is ridiculous.
Yeah, man.
The free flash... Like...
Huge value. So yeah, Doom's great. But when you can run 8 of them, it's insane. Mantis Rider.
Wait, what? What's going on?
Mastery of the Unseen's going on.
Yeah,
he's just activating it repeatedly.
14-1? How did we get to that?
A lot of beats. A lot of big beats. And I think this is game. Negate got to be coming out here. Josh obviously fighting to the bitter end, right? I mean, this
why
is
not?
His tournament life on the line. No reason not to, but it definitely looks like we're going to see
negating the Soul Crab.
Warden. I just don't know.
I don't think you can block enough, you know?
No,
like
absolutely
even
not. Ojutai's Command's going to counter that. He's going to gain 4, I assume. Go to 5.
He's still got 6 coming in.
No cards in hand. Yeah.
He can block 1. That gives him a draw step.
He gets draw step to not draw a board wipe. That's the thing. Like, right. He's saying 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No block here. That's great. I love it.
It's the Tremokas.
I love it, dude. Absolutely love that line. Currie having some fun with it, man. Gotta applaud that.
Yeah,
you know?
definitely.
At the end of the day, it's still a game.
Josh Currie has the manly fortitude.
Right, the flavor. The flavor there for that. I love it, dude. I love it. I mean, he's top 4ing states at the end of the day.
Hey, man.
He's fantastic 4 out of
day.
86, have some fun with it, man. It is a game. We play the game to have fun, so why not, dude? That's awesome. I love seeing that. That's great. So, yeah, man, just...
Yeah, getting megamorphed in response to kill you would have sucked, but...
What? Can't win them all, right? Can't win them all.
All right, and we are swinging with 6 power. We are tapping some stuff to command to draw.
Well, he's probably gaining 4, bringing back
Yeah.
a creature. Going to 5, bringing back a blocker. No, he's drawing. Why would he draw? What is he going to draw?
What blocker could he have in there?
Jace?
Oh, yeah, he could. What, is there still a Jason there?
Oh,
Didn't he have to cruise it away?
The glare is killing me a little bit here, but...
I think he cruised it away.
Cruised away, draw. Oh, that's a Dragon Lord. That's a Dragon Lord Gulligan in his hand that he drew off that. I don't... Oh... That's disgusting. What are we watching? What is this game?
Wait, which Colligan is the dash one?
Can he dash it?
Yeah.
Why? He needs the blocker.
No, he needs the blocker. I'm just saying. They're...
I don't know if he can hang on. I don't think he can because Joel can just manifest over and over and over again. Why would he play that? He needs a blocker. Whenever an opponent casts a planeswalker with the same name as the card, he loses 10 life.
Oh my god.
Dude! And he's at 8. Dude! He just won't cast anything, though. That's just it. Like, I think game's over. I mean, Joel would have to do something really bad. Like, really, really bad. Deathmist Raptor comes back. Gets about, Joel's got this, guys. But gotta respect the play.
Yep, that's the one
Great
right there.
games, man. Great
Fantastic.
games. Yeah. Yeah, so it would have been, what is he, 6, 5, 3, 9. He'd have been at 2, though. He'd have been at 2. He just went to 8 after the Manus Rider swing, so he's at 2 if he does that. It is real close.
Yeah, well, that was actually a great game. That was a really
close.
cool little interaction.
Yeah, that was one of those things where, like, he's just, like, so close to pulling that out, right? So,
yeah.
So, all right. Well, hey, man, what a game, right? I mean,
yeah, it was fantastic.
When you get the draw like that, so Joel wins that 2-0. I don't know what the fate of our other matches. I know Everly was up 1-0 last I checked. So we'll figure that out, guys. We'll be right back with the finals for the Star City Games Maryland Standard State Championships. Thanks very much for tuning in here with us at Titan Games in Lutherville, Maryland. We'll be right back with the finals and close out on a strong note. It's going to be cool.
It's going to be a good one.
See Team USA here battle it out with somebody. So, all right, guys, thanks very much. We'll be right back.